Hey there, Essex County College family. Welcome to episode 22 of the Virtual Cafe. We thank you all for continuing to tune in. We're going to be having a drum clinic today with our special guest, me. So we're going to be joining me from another time in the practice studio. And I'm going to be showing you some of the basic rudimentary principles of how to hold your sticks and drumming and all that good stuff. And of course, there'll be some performances. We hope you enjoy. Hope you learn something. And take it away. How's it going, Essex County College family? Thanks for checking out the Virtual Cafe Drum Clinic today. If you're a beginner, we're going to be going over some basic rudiments that you'll be able to easily digest. And if you've been playing for a while, maybe I can show you a couple tricks. Anyway, why don't you come on in for a closer look. Alright, so welcome to Behind the Kit. We're going to go over what we're playing on here. Okay, we have a 5-piece drum kit. It's pretty standard. We have your hi-hat here. Foot pedal down here for you to close it. Okay, this is a crash cymbal. This is another crash cymbal. Call this the ride. We have 2 different functions on the ride. We have a nice tingy sound. Actually, 3 different functions. We have our big chunky riding. And we have the icing on the cake, the bell. Alright, and here we have our China cymbal. No joke, this is called a Wuhan China cymbal, okay? Been using these for many, many years. Very trashy sound. Alright, here we have the basic core building block of any drum beat. We have your snare. Okay, we have rack tom number 1 here. We have floor tom number 1. And I play with 2 floor toms, so we have an additional floor tom here as well. A little bit deeper, so in succession. There you go. Of course, we have our kick. The left foot also controls the pedal, as you can see. You don't need one of these, but a lot of typical heavy music styles call for one of these, hence why I have one. But a lot of amazing rock beats throughout history were made way before this thing was invented. So take it for what you will. Now let's get down to some rudiments. Okay, so everything in music, obviously in the drums, is based on 4 quarters of 100. So we have our quarter note. Right? So you can alternate that. And we have our 8th note, which takes up twice as much, the same amount of space, but there's twice as many notes within there. You can also alternate that stick for stick if you'd like. Then we come to 16th notes, which of course over the same span of 4 has 4 times the amount of notes. There we go. If you like to be brave, you can try doing it with one hand. All right. We've got our basic rudiments down now, so you can always play around with different stickings. That's left, left, right, right, or right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. You can do right, left, right, left. Or of course, inversely, left, right, left, right. Same deal with your kick drums down here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's your basic rock beat for pretty much centuries at this point. Okay, so when you strike one after another like this, so you have the first hit and the second hit slightly right after. It's called a flam. Now eventually you can bring up the speed. And then you can also alternate your sticking to a variety of cymbals. So I'm going to choose my ride cymbal. So eventually what is called a blast beat. This is a new one we've been working on, and it features plenty of those. Enjoy. Nice. Okay, so in that space of 4 notes, you can go ahead and mix up the kick drum and the snare drum pretty much however you like, much like a painting. You can, nothing's wrong here, okay? So we got 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, Now on the ride cymbal, you have two different functions in the ride cymbal. You have your bell, which is probably off camera right now, but I'm sure you hear it. And then we have the exterior of the ride cymbal, which gives you the big riding sound, hence the name of the cymbal. Okay, the bell is like the icing on the cake over there, so we'll do a beat on the ride. Here's an example of a song that starts out with a very quiet opening and eventually expands into some explosive results. Nice. All right. So there you have it. Hopefully some of you found that informative, and maybe it inspired you to want to pick up some sticks and get to slamming. Mr. Crawford, what do you think, man?
I think it was good. How do you know how to hit the drums and the what you call it, the cymbal to get that sound?
Man, I just been playing for like over like 27 years. It's just I wasn't taught by anybody. I kind of just picked it up from watching videos of my favorite players over the years and just love it
Okay.
so much.
Oh, okay. Because I know, like playing the guitar or the piano, you hit certain keys and stuff. So
So yeah, what's different about drums is that there's not really any keys or too much music stuff that you have to know. So it's a lot of just hitting and banging, you know. Thank God.
Okay. I guess keep a rhythm going to go along with the music, I guess, or whoever's singing or the sound.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the thing. Even though the drummer doesn't have to know too much about music, I mean, like sheet music and whatnot, he is the
Hmm.
backbone of the band, so the sense of rhythm and the sense of providing the frame for the song that you're in is pretty crucial.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
the most important thing for a drummer is having a good sense of consistent tempo, consistent time. You don't want to be all over the place. So like when I'm
Okay.
playing, I'm softly counting to myself, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I don't actually say it. It's just like in
Right.
my
Right.
head.
Hmm. So I know some people have that natural touch of music and everything. So maybe you have that to go along and everything.
Absolutely. I'm thankful for having that. Um, it's been a source of great pleasure and stress relief and creativity over the years.
Do you play just rock, or do you have different other music that you play that you go along with?
So I like to play a lot of different stuff. I mean, I really like heavy stuff. So like the band
Okay.
that I play out with the most is a heavy metal band. But over the years,
Right.
I've played a lot of different stuff, funky stuff, acoustic stuff,
Okay.
a little bit more mainstream rock or punk rock type of stuff. But yeah,
Hmm.
I love to keep it heavy, as you can see.
That's good. I guess yeah, your outlet and everything. I'm frustrated. I'm going downstairs and hit the drums.
You know that's right. Let me tell you, there's no bad day that sitting at the drum kit really can't cure, because you just got to sit there as long as you need to until it's all out. You know what I mean?
Okay. I see. That's a good outlet right there. Instead of doing other stuff, that's a good outlet.
I encourage all of our students, if you're having any type of troubles in your life or stress, pick up an instrument. It doesn't have to be the drums, anything. Let it out, even if you don't know what you're doing. I didn't know what I was doing, 27 years ago, and now I do. And it's just because I just kept playing and I love music, and now I know what
Mhm.
I'm doing. But I started out not knowing what I'm doing at all.
Ah, okay, that's good. How many sticks did you break?
Lewis, I don't know. Man, the amount of sticks and drum skins, like the actual surface of the drum, those are like a pair of drumsticks on average is like $6, $7. A drum skin that you
Hmm.
hit, the top of the drum, they range anywhere
Yes.
from $13 to $20, and the kick drum skin is about $30 or $35. So drumsticks,
Wow.
I'm gonna say I've broken thousands. I don't know, maybe like 5,000 drumsticks my whole life, I would say.
Wow. You like to use the wood ones or the what is it, the plastic or something
Yes.
drumsticks?
So I stick with the wood just because they're cheaper, and
Okay.
you can the alternative to that is there is like hard rubber sticks, or there are actually titanium like alloy sticks, but they can really damage your
Mm,
cymbals and whatnot if you smack really hard like I do. So I
okay.
stick with the wood sticks because I would rather break the $7 pair of sticks than like the $200 cymbal by using a metal stick on it. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's good. And that's good to know. If somebody was doing the drums or anything. How much it's going to cost and everything. So, what about the cymbals? How much do they cost? If you try to damage them, or can you damage the cymbals?
Absolutely. The cymbals will all get wear and tear. They all crack. Good ones won't crack fairly easily, but they all do in time. They last a couple years max before they start to deteriorate. Some good cymbal
Okay.
companies will have a good warranty where if it's within 5 years, you can send that broken cymbal back and they'll send you a brand new one, which is a pretty good deal.
Wow, that's nice.
Absolutely. I've definitely taken advantage of that when I was younger for sure, when I was a maniac. Now, I look like I'm playing like a maniac, but I'm actually playing a little bit smarter. I don't strike the cymbal on the edge of it because if you just hit the edge of the cymbal, it will tend to
Mhm.
crack faster. But if you try to hit the top of the cymbal, then it won't crack as
Mhm.
much. Cymbals anywhere from 150 to $300 or $400, depends on the size of the cymbal, depends on what kind of metal it's made out of because that'll determine its
Okay.
durability. Drum kits, you can get a good beginner drum kit for, I mean, $200 or $300. Not even really that much. It's a lot of hardware, and that's kind of what costs a lot of money. All that metal that you're buying. But
Okay.
yeah, a good beginner kit could be $300 with some cymbals, and of course everything goes up from there. The kit that you saw me playing, I bought many years ago. It was probably like $1,200, and I put it on the Guitar Center credit card, and it took me like I don't even know how long to pay off.
Hey, it was worth it now. That's the thing.
It
That's
was
good.
definitely a worthwhile purchase.
Mhm. You have your mother or your father or somebody say, cut that music out. Stop hitting them drums.
My poor parents are angels because I tormented them with this for my entire life. I can't tell you how many times the cops showed up to my house, Lewis. How many times,
What?
man? Oh yeah, all the time.
Get out of here.
You get them neighbors. They would call. The neighbors would call on me at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon on like a Saturday.
Get out.
Yeah. The
Oh,
cop, and
God.
it's funny because 95% of the time the cop would show up and I would be playing some good stuff, some Metallica, some Black Sabbath or something, and the cop would be like, "Hey man, that sounds really good." Sorry, I got to make you stop.
Wow. I know you got the cops on your side.
No, that's right. Absolutely.
Woo, man. I already know who it is over there now. I got to go tell them to stop. Wow. That's nice, though. That's
Yeah,
really good. Well, that's good. That's good knowledge and everything for our students and everything to, if they want to play, drums or any other kind of instrument, get involved, get to it and everything, let out some steam, you'll be all right.
absolutely. And if anybody watching has any more questions about drums, you can email me at jott@essex.edu. jott@essex.edu. I'll be happy to help you with any questions you have on music. I want to thank you for tuning in to Virtual Cafe today. If there's any aspiring drummers or anybody interested, I hope that you picked up something that you didn't know before, and I hope you enjoyed. And we hope that you and your family are doing well during this time, of course. So please take care of each other, stay safe, stay informed.
Sounds good to me.
All right, y'all. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Take care.